Oh, that's a lot mid.
Down mid. One enemy remaining.
That's behind the box.
I'm sure you or your friends have gotten clips like this with some of your favorite skins in the game, and you swear that they make you better. And you're completely right, because everyone knows that skins in fact do make you better. But that begs the question, is there actually a competitive advantage to buying skins? Furthermore, is Valorant actually pay to win? Well, according to Riot, skins do not provide any competitive advantages at all and are purely cosmetic. However, with Valorant being a free-to-play game and them making a huge lump sum of their earnings through these skins, it made me think maybe there's not an explicit advantage to purchasing these skins, but perhaps a more subtle one. I'll explain more later. So you may be wondering, what is with this guy and his paranoia? Well, I'm just a bit skeptical because throughout my teenage years, I experienced two widely popular games that were unfortunately plagued with a parasite known as microtransactions. Those two games being 2K and GTA Online. I'm not going to get into much detail, but just know if you wanted to have a chance at playing those games without getting shit on, then you'd have to grind dozens of hours a week or just pay your way to the top and acquire as much in-game money as possible. Now that you know of my previous pains and sufferings of dealing with these two titles, hopefully you understand my awareness of Riot's purely cosmetic take on microtransactions. With that being said, in order to investigate these matters further, I decided to play 4 Valorant games. 2 before buying skins and 2 after spending $54.11 on nightmarket skins. During this experiment, I'll be taking into account 1. Overall competitiveness of my games before and after buying the skins. That includes, are my teammates better or worse, as well as are my enemies better or worse. 2. Am I performing better or worse with the skins equipped? That includes KDA, headshot percentage, and Valorant tracker score. 3. Most importantly, are we winning or losing more RR? And 4, as a bonus, I'll do a range test with and without the skins equipped. Alright, now this brings us into game number 1. Overall, this game started off pretty strong. Like, the comms were immaculate, the vibes were vibing. Like, look at the sequence right here.
On the inside.
Nice shot. Oh, one more. Swing it. Let's go.
Spike down. C.
Oh, wait, what the hell?
One enemy remaining.
Good job.
Like I never left.
What the hell?
Damn.
That's weird.
What?
This guy's weird.
What? Alright, as you just saw, I got absolutely dookied on by Astra. But the game is still very fun. All my teammates were contributing to solid comms, my Jet was very enthusiastic, and it was nice that no one was taking the game too serious, yet we were still winning. In between these two nipples, we full power that shit. Bang. Oh, they slowed A. Off rip and broke my doors. One time I'm not. They're dashed up. As you heard, I calmed that there were a lot heading towards A, but now look how fast my team is ready to support me on the quick flood retake.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
He's all side alone. I'm joining you. Hell. Tag him. Hell.
Not ready.
Nice. Left side.
Last player standing.
Oh my god. So bad.
You got this.
Better for this.
My
If
ultimate
that
is
helps.
ready.
No way.
My ult is ready.
Oh, I have 9 bullets left.
Right here. Right here.
Sorry, I was thinking something to spam.
Revealing area. Enemy down.
Well, that wraps up game 1. It was pretty good, pretty easy. But now let's get to the grading part. Alright, so we've got 10 different categories, and they're all based on a 10-point scale. Now let's start off with my team's performance first. In terms of comms, 10 out of 10. In terms of vibes, 10 out of 10. Okay, now in terms of team skill, I'm gonna have to go with the 7.5, just because the Jet didn't do so good. Now, these were my stats for the first game, and I think I played okay. Now for the enemy team, I'm going to be grading them inversely, so the worse they are, the better the grade is. Keep in mind, we're taking all their stats and averaging them together. This is just what I felt that they deserved. Lastly, how much RR do we get for winning? I ended up getting 18 RR, and that's pretty good for me, so I'm going to have to give that a 7 out of 10. Alright, so this is how it looks after putting all the scores down, and it adds up to 70. Honestly, that's pretty good. Honestly, if I'd played better, it'd probably be higher, but that's okay. Anyway, let's move on to the next game. Oh, and oh my god, and Raze and KJ, they're dating. Oh, the shit just right past me. Jizzy. Alright, this game starts off considerably worse. I'm the only one talking. I forgot I had bomb, and my team gives their chat 3 separate 1v1s, including myself. Do we throw? Do you share? Here.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. I'm jizzed on.
Excuse me.
Oh, my ult's
I
ready.
need your help. You need to kill me.
Free for me. Satchel out. Satchel out.
Maybe I can win this.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, I'm ass. I have my nade for plus. Off the top of my head on the door frame or whatever. I think there's one close left, guys. Alright, this was a pretty common theme within the game. I called there's one close left. He goes in by himself, not even checking the left, and he didn't wait for the KJ ult either. Alright, I know we're up 9-5. It's a pretty good lead, but I mean, look at this round. Look how it goes. And tell me if you'd be confident in your team as well. You got this.
One enemy remaining.
I
Spike
like this
planted.
play. Nice job, dude. Oh, he got his ankles broken. Oh my god. Oh my god. Good idea. Holy shit. You might have noticed that a lot of these rounds end in clutches with like a 1v2 scenario, but that happens because look, the Jet already died. It's like 2 seconds into the round. Alright, later in the round, it ends up being a 2v2 scenario. Astra peeks by herself and dies, and now it's a 1v2. I'm about to get one here, but now it's like still 1v1, and she has res, so it's gonna be pretty tough.
Satchel out.
Unfortunately, the other team does catch up due to us not communicating, not playing well together, and aiming like this. Myself included on the aim part, though.
My turn.
Spike planted.
We do end up losing this game, and this is one of the first times that KJ actually communicates. Out of the whole team, no one else communicated except her. So shout out to her, but I mean, let's talk about it in the grading portion. So these are the stats recorded for the second game we just played. And now here are the grades for each of the stats. Now, before I give you a total score, I'm gonna go through each category and explain why I graded them the way I did. Okay, well, my team skill, we played pretty mid. We were alright. The main thing was obviously no comms, and if there's no comms, there's no vibes. I'm only giving 0.5 just because KJ loves Leve, and I'm also a big fan of Leve, and she also talked for like 2 rounds. Now moving on to my performance. I mean, the stats speak for themselves other than me being a body shot beluga whale. As for the enemies, they played pretty much the same as us, except they probably had comms and we didn't. As for RR, we lost 17 RR, and all I have to say is, what the f. Oh, and the total game score ended up being 44. Alright, let's go buy some skins. Just give me my money.
What's up, team? I got lineups. What up?
Oh, okay.
Ooh, you nasty.
As you just saw, we had a pretty good intro. Everybody was talking already, and then we have an excellent site take right here. We do end up killing everybody on site, but then we overheat a little bit, along with a bit of a BM moment from Reyna.
Nasty with it.
Nice job, guys.
Sit down, bitch.
So far, our comms are solid. Our site executes are superb. We're killing everybody on site. We're trading. We're doing everything. Traded. And look at this entry from me, along with some glaze from my Cypher.
Nice, that's great.
All in all, offense is pretty easy. Here I get another entry. It's a pick on Clove again. And then I cover my planter. And after that, we play for Brim Molly. And we do end up securing the round. Now I'm going to skip ahead to defense. And that's where things get kind of tough for us. Alright, so I'm going to anchor A because my teammates are feeding me comms. And I'm just going to wait until the other team commits B.
Two, go one garden.
Planning.
They're committing. One still gardens.
Backside.
10 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Good shit.
We did end up losing 3 rounds in a row, so our economy is pretty bad. So I ended up buying a judge and decided to flank.
Strike down A.
They're already in smoke.
for me.
I have bomb.
I try to hold it, but I can't because my teammates are getting picked off on site, and I end up giving them the bomb and having to play a 1v3 retake. We end up going out pretty sad, and then my breach ends up apologizing for playing bad.
Sorry,
Spike
guys.
planted.
GG. All good. GG, guys.
I appreciated that the breach ended up apologizing for playing bad, but it's not his fault. Everybody has off days, you know? Alright, now we're gonna grade this game real quick, and then we'll head over to game 4. For this grading, I'm gonna first show the leaderboard, and then we go back to the sheet and show the stats, and after that I'm gonna grade everything. By far, this was the hardest game in terms of like skill difference between the teams, as well as I didn't really play too hot, so this is probably the hardest game we've played. Adding up the scores ended up giving this game a 47. Alright, so we started off 0-2 on this map, and Phoenix does this. What is he doing? Swinging the one way is crazy. Mind you, the other team did not have guns, and he possibly just gave him a rifle.
One enemy remaining.
Luckily, we do end up pulling that one out, but the only teammate that's calm so far has been Breach.
Grenade.
I'm
Here.
gonna rim out.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Gotcha. Satchel out.
What's right?
This is actually the first time this game that someone else has calmed other than Breach.
Jesus.
Woo! Oh, here comes it. Hey. Satchel out.
One enemy remaining.
Grenade.
You. At this point, I was already feeling pretty frustrated with the game, but to make things worse, I'm here stuck in elbow, and I call for help. I also tell them that there's 2 on me, but just everyone seems to stand around for quite a while. Eventually, Phoenix comes over and he swings, so I decide to swing off of him, and I end up dying for it. Later on, we tied the game up at 11-11, and luckily, our chamber ends up clutching this round with an ace.
Oh, okay, Alakan.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I am Alakan.
Alakan.
You are Alakan.
We're feeling pretty high-spirited after Alakan just got an ace to clutch up the round. We get a free pick right here. However, we actually do throw a 5v3 lead, and then it ends up being all up to Alakan. Me fully trusting my chamber, of course I say this.
My ult is ready.
You lose.
Why would you say that out loud?
I tried. Sorry, I tried.
Put the fucking weight of the world on my shoulders with that sentence. That was crazy.
Oh no, f you, Raze. I'm muting you.
This is actually the first time that Phoenix talks all game, but I mean, I guess valid.
Spike planted.
Oh no, 2 there.
Unfortunately, we do lose the first round on defense and OT. It ends up being a 1v3 and he can't get it done. However, on offense, we end up in a 3v3. I'm low HP, and for some reason, Phoenix decides to peek mid, and he instantly dies. As we try to salvage this round, our Breach pops ult, the other Breach flashes me. I try to turn it in real life, and then I killed their Breach. Now it's a 2v2. I try to group up the Breach right here, and there's some weird smokes behind me. I didn't expect anyone to push it, and I end up dying. Now it's a Breach 1v2, and she can't get it done.
No. I mean, they can blame it on me all I want.
Defenders win.
We for sure could have won that, but I mean, let's look at our findings now. First, here's the leaderboard, and then I'm going to switch to the sheet. Now here's all the stats for everything, and here's all the grades I think they deserved. I think in terms of actual skill, this team has been the best I played with, but in terms of everything else, not so much. Yet again, I played slightly above average, minus the headshot percentage. Now, regarding the other team, I feel like they played pretty solid. Alright, let's talk about this RR. How do I lose 19 RR in an OT game where I went 20-18-5? Sorry guys, alright. Well, the game score ended up being 45, and now we're going to compare all the game scores and see if buying skins actually mattered. Unfortunately and ironically, we somehow got better games before buying the skins. Now, what did we learn today, folks? Absolutely Alright, just kidding, y'all. If anything, buying skins made my games freaking harder. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing and helping me hit 100 subscribers.